episode of Family Guy is called Quagmire's Tragic Motorcycle Accident. It was scheduled to be aired on February 21st, 2016, but it was canceled. In the unaired episode, there's a character called Quagmire who loves to have sex, and in the final moment of the show, he said something that got the whole episode canceled. The president of Fox TV channel said this one single sentence was unimaginably disgusting and extremely disturbing to think about. The episode is actually pretty easy to find. First, we need to go to FamilyGuy.com, click on the search bar. Do you notice these little Family Guy pictures right here? They represent an episode of Family Guy, but each episode contains a secret element. So I'm gonna take away this picture here, and underneath is the first quadrant. We're gonna need to collect 4 quadrants in order to unlock the full episode. Each quadrant will teach you an important lesson about performing the perfect Quagmire impression. Being able to perform a perfect Quagmire impression is essential if you want to unlock the full episode. I'm gonna show you how to do that now.
I'm Glenn Quagmire.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do a perfect impression of
Quagmire.
from Family Guy,
Glenn Quagmire.
first thing you gotta do is you gotta show people your hands so that they know you ain't got no weapons. Show people your eyes. You gotta look them in the eye. Victory! That was easy as peasy.
Hello? We now return to Tragic Motorcycle Accident.
I'm Glenn Quagmire.
Holy fucking shit. Oh my fucking god.
We're now locked out of the unaired episode until we find the next quadrant. This one's gonna be a little bit trickier. So now what we gotta do is enter the secret code into the family computer, and then the computer will give us access to the hidden room.
Access granted. Unlocking Quadrant chamber.
And there it is, the second quadrant. Now all you gotta do is click it. Alright, so you wanna sound like
Quagmire.
but you also wanna think like
Quagmire.
So you gotta start thinking what kind of things the Quagmire wants. So you gotta put your hands up, look them in the eye, and then you gotta say, oh, I wanna have unwanted sex with women. I wanna look at pornography. Now it's time to prove that I learned my lessons. Now I gotta go onto the dark web and find some pornography. Thankfully, I know just where to go. I've watched this video over 500 times. Now we're in Quagmire's mentality, which means we can continue watching Family Guy and find out why Quagmire died in a tragic motorcycle accident.
Wait a minute. Quagmire did not die in a
Tragic Motorcycle Accident.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, he is right here.
Cleveland, that is not Quagmire from Family Guy. That is a homeless person.
I am not a family guy!
Why, inside my house?
I thought this was an English class!
This is not an English class. This is Family Guy.
I'm gonna go!
Wait, please.
I now need to go in search of the third quadrant. I'm gonna have to survive the unpredictable natures of wilderness. You want to be careful outside in reality because there's all kinds of creatures that are wanting to feast on your innards. There's all sorts of crazy animals around here. You can hear the lions in the background, monkeys, jaguars, leopards, lions, cheetahs, zebras, goats, dolphins. You hear that? The world is a zoo. Pigeons, the concrete jungle, dog monkeys. Oh yeah, just as I thought. The local dogs are protecting the quadrant. The local dogs are protecting the quadrant. Now you can't be afraid to wrestle for your life with these animals. Don't be afraid to take what's rightfully yours, and no matter what, you gotta survive. Because you gotta do whatever it takes to get this unaired episode of Family Guy, you see? Alright, so now that we've vanquished the opponent, all you gotta do now is click on the quadrant. Next thing you gotta do is you gotta get a photo of
Quagmire.
So here's my photo of
Quagmire.
one that I took when me and him were just hanging out sometime. Just, you know, playing Xbox. Now you gotta get real angry because when you're in the mind of
Quagmire.
he's a real angry kind of guy and he never had a real childhood. He has a psychological trauma. His daddy expected him to grow up too quick because his father was always like, come on, grow up faster. Faster! You're my big rough and tumble son, right? The psychological trauma that was passed down through generations is finally landing heavy on your shoulders and you want to break the chain. But your daddy's not gonna let you because that means you're gonna be a bigger man than he ever was. So anyways, around this point you should be sufficiently angry. One way to get a photo of Quagmire is to draw a picture from memory. So he's got a big circle for a head, circle for a body, circles for feet, and he's got wavy hair that goes into the sky and never comes down. Circles for eyes, semicircle for a mouth. He's got a big Q on his jumper, so you know who he is. And then up in the sky, he's thinking about having sex with women.
Alright.
Now I have to prove that I'm angry, which is easy to prove because the room has turned red, which means that the Fox television website has unlocked the third installment of Family Guy, the unaired episode. Quite frankly, I'm afraid I nearly lost my life to the vicious dogs in Quadrant 3, and the quadrants are only becoming more difficult to acquire. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, if we don't find the final quadrant, and we don't perform a perfect Quagmire impression, I just hope that we'll still be friends. Now let's watch some Family Guy.
Please, Mr. Homeless Person, I will be so sad if you shoot me with a gun.
Peter, you need to scare him.
What are you talking about?
If you scare a homeless person, they will run away. Try and remember what homeless people are afraid of.
They are afraid of houses.
No! They are afraid of education.
But how can I force this homeless person to learn something quickly?
You need to use the power of quadrants.
What?
Quadrants.
But I don't have any quadrants.
Peter, you're a quadrant.
Holy fuck.
It's the quadrant!
The small dude.
Oh, holy crap!
You need to click the quadrant.
The computer's talking to me!
Click on my penis or else the homeless man will shoot me.
Oh my God!
Come on, what are you waiting for?
I'm gonna click the quadrant, Cleveland!
Hurry up or I will die.
Alright, I'm gonna click the quadrant! Alright, we're almost ready to talk like
Glenn Quagmire.
Show your hands, and look him in the eye. Photo of
Glenn Quagmire.
Hey, get really sad. No, get angry. Then you gotta grab the microphone. And then when you have the microphone and everything's in place and all the systems are prepared and you know you're ready to go, that's when you just open your mouth and you say,
I'm Glenn Quagmire. I'm Glenn Quagmire.
congratulations! I can't believe you did it. Great job. I have acquired 4 quadrants and I have performed the perfect
Glenn Quagmire.
impression. Consequently, I'm now able to show you the thrilling conclusion of the unaired episode in which Quagmire says something extremely disturbing. I just want to acknowledge that I'm risking everything to bring this to you today because YouTube will not pay me money if I keep showing you things that should never be seen. That's why I think you should become a small dude. Okay, we're about to witness the unaired moment of Family Guy. Here we go.
Quagmire. I can't believe you were hidden behind the couch this whole time.
I love rape. Ladies and gentlemen, that sure was a mentally deranged episode of Family Guy. If you want to see something else that's mentally deranged, you should watch this video.